Hi everyone, it's Sunday night, the 23rd of August, and day 236 of my journey to business alignment and living the dream. My power statement that I wrote out last night for this morning said, I will once again set aside all of the tasks related to living the dream coaching and enjoy a day of sharpening my saw, period. So today was another Sunday of sharpening my saw. Here's my to-do list that I had for today. Let me find that right here. Right here. There it is. All three of those fun tasks were done. Accounts, emails, all of it done. So, bam! My most important task, my number one task for today, was to write a letter to my friends at Avalon Care Center so I can send it out to them. I sent it to the activities director there so she can print off about 30 copies and give them to my friends there and let them know that I'm thinking about them still and I love them. It's so difficult and tough on those sweet people because they're stuck in their rooms. They have no visitors, can't even have family members come. So hopefully these kind of things help let them know that people think about them and they care. My fun task for today was to watch a couple more videos on the intellect, on the mind, and on consciousness. I'm learning so much. They're really interesting and so informative. Anyway, lastly, I'm excited about this task. It was my exciting task for today, and that was to have my brother over for dinner, and that way we could celebrate his birthday, which is tomorrow. But today we're eating together, having some fun time. He's 3 years older than me, and so it was a nice way to enjoy his time by breaking bread together. Anyway, I want to go through my end of the day success routine questions with Croy's first one says, get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? What can I do better? What did I do well? And what are my things that I'm grateful for? Those are the three main things of the end of the day success routine. So this one's, what didn't go well today? Well, I didn't wake up strong. Yes, I did. I woke up early and strong today, even on a Sunday. Did you start your morning with power? Real power. Win the morning, win the day. Always, always, always. Were you productive throughout your day? Yes, I did. I didn't do living the dream stuff. I did things dealing with my intellect and other things, time with Kathleen, so forth. So I did get the most important things done today. Did you move your goals forward? My goals, not just the one goal, but other goals. So yes to that. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I absolutely did. I enjoyed my Sunday and I enjoyed my time with Kathleen. We had good personal time together. We read together, we studied together, watched videos together, had good conversations. So we were present for each other, and Sundays is a big day for doing that. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions, I asked this: were you honest with your personal goals and commitments that you made to yourself this morning, Marty? Well, I promised myself that I would relax and that I'd focus on Kathleen and on my brother and on learning more about the mind and improving my intellect, which I did. So, bam, done. Good job, Marty. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos put onto the screen of your mind today or throughout the day? And if you did or they did, what were they about? Well, as I do every morning, I enjoyed my win the morning, win the day routine, which of course includes going to the movies. Where I watch my must-see TV favorite 5 movies during my mindfulness time. Today, I really didn't have any instant pre-play movie clips show up on the screen of my mind today, and so I think that's because I was focused on other things today, not on living the dream coaching stuff. My next question says, what one thing would make all the difference going forward? Another way to say it is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow, even if the day went sideways, getting it done, you'd still feel like a success and that you've accomplished something great. What would that one thing be? And once you decide what it is, so you can start the day exciting and set the table right and start the day strong, what would it be? Well, because I was focused on sharpening my saw and not on living the dream coaching tasks, such as my website and all those kind of things, the one thing I feel makes all the difference on my Sundays is me working on other goals that I set at the beginning of this year, like my goal of improving my intellect and studying the mind and consciousness and how your brain works. Those topics are exciting to me. I actually look forward to it every Sunday. My Sunday afternoons, in fact, and my early evenings are relaxing and quite enjoyable, and they make for a great conversation with my wife, Kathleen. We watch some, we had time to talk about it, ask questions to each other, get into each other's head, and see what they're really thinking about those topics. Very fun. We enjoy the time that we have together and the discussions, like I said, and that the fact that we're empty nesters now, Sorry, kids. It's great. We have such nice quiet time together. It's fantastic. Anyway, here's what I wrote down for tomorrow's power statement. I will start recording the videos that go with the home page and all of the pages on that home page so that I can send them to Fahad to link up to their corresponding buttons. That's going to be exciting. Recording and then designing and publishing videos can be a lengthy process. We've been through that, haven't we? And so I didn't commit to getting certain ones down by a certain end of the day like Monday, and that's okay because I know I will be focused. I won't be distracted. I won't have IEDs, that impromptu emotional distraction hitting and blowing me up and getting me off track. I won't fail in that way. I'll give my best to tomorrow, and so I have no problem with how I set my goal on this. But let's see how and what I get done. Next, I want to answer my question, were there any mistakes or failures that I had today or I made today that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, because today is a Sunday and was a Sunday, I focused on sharpening my saw. Like I said, I really didn't spend my time doing a lot of tests, so I wasn't in a position to fail, I guess is what I'm saying. Today was a great day, and I accomplished what I set out to do, and that was to relax, renew, and sharpen my saw. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, I think my biggest success today was showing my brother that I love him and that he is important to me and that Kathleen and I love spending some time with him. I know he felt all of that, and that made me feel really good. So the next step in my end of the day success routine, always, is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today a 2. Surprising, I know, but listen up. I gave it a 2 because I relaxed at the speed of 2. In other words, I slowed things really down quite a bit so I could enjoy a quiet, peaceful day. So bam, got it done. Good job, Marty. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says a desk is a tool of success. A great many of us perform some or all of our work at sitting at a desk. A desk is a very important tool for those of us who work at the desks that we do every day. But the fact is, our desks are one of the most abused and misused tools. So let me mention what a desk is not. A desk is not a place to conduct a paper drive where we accumulate and pile up and get clutter of papers that we should really file away. A desk is not a storage depot for food, clothing, umbrellas, and other non-job items. A desk is not a place to stack items up on it that you want to remember, and that's why you put them there, because we don't want to forget them. That's what we do, but that's just it. We don't forget, and that's because we don't. We're always distracted, knowing they're there, thinking they're there, knowing that they're there, and it breaks our train of thoughts. Not a good thing. A desk is not a status symbol for a place to display awards and trophies and stuff like that. With more surface area, we have more room for clutter, so be careful. So I got something to show you. Let me show you this. This is important. Okay, right here. Turn this around. Okay, you can see it'll open up here in a second. There we go. That's my desk. Let's go right there. Okay, and that fits in the corner there. And that's to my, it's kind of backwards to my, over here on this side, that's the front of my desk. And this is, that's to the left of me. And then right here you can see there's a monitor up above. Now let me show you the second slide on that here. It went away. Okay, here we go. And there we go. And flip it around. Let me show you this. It'll go away in a second. And that's where I sit on the front. I sit right there. There's a little keyboard and a book that I read every morning. That white paper's on the keyboard of my laptop is what I read every morning. It's my workday daily schedule list, and underneath it is my vitamin set that I read. And up above is the monitor that I'm looking at right now. And so those are the two desks. You can see that they're not cluttered. These couple of pictures show you, as you can see, I have a unique desk and that it fits into a corner so that the front of my desk runs along the wall in front of me and the left side of my desk runs along the wall to the left of me. I have a second level to my desk up here where my monitor is, my second monitor, and there's two small shelves over here to the left of my desk so that I have a place for files, to be filed up, and a few supplies on top, and one little picture of my wife and I. But the desk surface itself is all clean, as you saw, and uncluttered, and it's so important. I love it that way because it lets me think and have clear thoughts in my mind that I can be creative and feeling like I got a pile of pressure on me all the time. So that leads to the next thing that I'm grateful for, which is the law of concentration. This law says that concentration in any form is an amazing phenomenon. A good example is a story of when I was a young 8 or 9-year-old many, many years ago who discovered the power of a large magnifying glass like you see an investigative sleuth use. Years ago, I went around in my neighborhood, in my street, and to my neighbors' yards because they had big trees that had heavy creviced bark where lots of bugs lived in those crevices and crawled around. I would focus my magnifying glass to come around and get it just the right angle for the sun's rays to hit on it, and then target that ray on those bugs like a laser beam, and it burned them up, and they were crispy critters just like that. I know that's cruel, but that's what a 9-year-old does, a little Cub Scouter. That's the power of concentration. This power is just like the power generated by the sun's rays through that magnifying glass. Concentration. Our own time and energy are much like the sun's rays. To the degree that we concentrate those efforts, we will succeed in getting what we want out of life. We can get explosive heat that makes things happen. In other words, explosive success and results by concentration. Love that. Next, I'm grateful for what Ray Collier, who said, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out, with laser-like focus and concentration. Oh, I love that. Taking your mind off your project is called procrastination. It's not doing the task, maybe because some of them are hard or difficult to do, and that slows us down and even dilutes our power and energy for finishing the project we want to get done. That's my 3 o'clock reminder. 3 in the morning, don't you love it? Today was a day of concentration and focusing on sharpening my saw. I have to focus on what it is I want to do on Sundays. I choose to relax and be renewed. Because I have this kind of day every Sunday, it makes my Mondays begin with real power. Anyway, today was another day in the life of Coach B. I'm still living the dream as I pursue my journey to business alignment every day. Until tomorrow night, though, I'll be right back here once again at my laptop, sharing my heart, my feelings, sharing successes and failures. But until then, I wish you all continued success. Good night.